Hey guys, Crimson Knight 0325 here. As you know, I've been working on my tutorial videos that go along with they're the builds that I build in my stream world. Do something a little bit different today. I'm going to, before I go into any more of those type of tutorials, I'm going to talk a little bit about basic redstone. So we start with our redstone dust, which is like our wiring. For redstone, that's what the signal goes through. Now we have many different redstone sources. Let me move that over one. Buttons, levers. I'll go over these briefly just a second. Pressure plates. Redstone torches, redstone blocks. I did a daylight sensor. Let me get a couple build blocks here. Now we're going to do something a little like this. This is called the tripwire. You put these on and you use a string to connect them. And that did not work. I did that wrong, I guess. There we go. And that should, when you walk through there, yes, puts out the redstone signal. The redstone block is just a full-time redstone signal, same thing with the torch. The pressure plate puts out a redstone signal when somebody steps on it or a block falls on it. Daylight sensor puts on it. You can switch this. Right now it's set for daylight, so when there's daylight, when it's daytime, it'll put off a redstone signal. Or you can switch it to it's off during the daylight and on during the nighttime. A button is just it puts out a redstone signal temporarily and then shuts back off. A lever puts out a redstone signal as long as you have it turned on. And you can toggle it off and on. Put a few of these items back away here. A couple other redstone items. Whoops, I think I just threw them on the ground. I picked them back up though. Let me grab the chest real quick. Now this is another one that does generate a source. A comparator. It actually has two purposes. It generates a redstone source. Let me get the redstone back. It actually will compare to redstone sources. I'll go over that in just a second. Well, it detects. We have items in. Now, how much of a redstone signal it puts out or how strong depends on how many items you have in here. As you can see, it goes further now. And when we talk about terms of redstone signals, this is the signal strength of, I think it looks like 4. It'll go 4 blocks. That's how we determine signal strength. And that, of course, like I said, changes based on items that are, how many items are in here. Now, that being said, Peter's job does two things. In this case, it's going to take that low signal and strengthen it to a full. Now this should come out. I forget how many. Let's do this. And you can see it getting dimmer as the signal gets weaker. And there it ends. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blocks. Okay, that's a full redstone signal. Let's see, what else do we have? An observer. It puts the redstone signal. Oh, I got that here. Let's reverse this. Redstone signal comes out the side with the dot here. I don't think it'll do it if I go in front of it. No. Now let's get a. Let's use sand. Give me those wood blocks back. Okay. Now I'm gonna. Whoops, not on that side. This is the observing side. Now you'll see. If I expand this out just a little more for visibility. When this block falls in front of it, it puts out a quick redstone signal. And when it's broke. Also, when things like if you had a sheep on this block and it ate the grass, it would detect that change in state. Or if here, hold on. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Or if, for instance, we had wrong one. I use bamboo. If we have bamboo growing here, as soon as that second bamboo grows or breaks, that detects that. Oh, except I put it on here backwards too. That's why it didn't work. Piston. Still backwards. Hold on. There we go. Now if we get a second one growing here, it's going to put out a redstone signal. Or if it breaks, it'll put out a redstone signal. It's detecting what's the state of this block right in front of it. This can be useful in many builds, like my first tutorial build. I built the automated bamboo farm, and that was used on there, the observers. Oh, and another thing you can do with observers, if you face two of them to each other like this, you see how that's flashing? That can be used for timing for certain redstone signals, circuits. Also there's some light sources like this. That's the redstone lamp. When it's given power, it turns on and off. We have pistons. When they receive a redstone signal, they extend. Now the difference between a sticky piston and a regular piston. If I have a block right there and I flick that lever on, it's going to push it out, but when I release the power, that block isn't going to move. It's going to stay there. Now if I use a sticky piston, same thing with the block here, it will extend and push that block out, but because it's sticky, it'll retract it and pull the block back to it. That's handy for things like redstone doors and stuff like that. Fairly new to the game, a few episodes ago, was, let's put this over here, was this block, what is it called? Copper ball brick. Now, what's nice about this is when I give it a redstone signal with a button, it stays on. Then I can shut it back off. You see this signal shuts off. In the past, in order to get something to happen like that, we would have to do, I'll build a quick circuit here. Droppers, not dispensers. We had to have done something. Along the lines of this. single non-stackable item. We'll just throw a shovel in here. And then I'm going to need a button here. Either way, right here. Now what happens is, I'm going to drop that into here. The shovel went into the hopper, and now it's down into this bottom dropper, which is now putting out this redstone signal. The comparator, seeing that there's an item in here, we get a redstone signal. We click it again. Now that comparator shoots the item up in here. And we don't have power here anymore. As you can see, this is much more simpler here. Way more simpler. We don't need 1, 2, 3, 4 items anymore. We can do it with 1. Oh, we need to compare it here. Yep. So that simplifies it a lot. Now I want to go over real quick another use for comparators here. Okay, I'm going to build a quick circuit. Something like this. Let's put this here. Oh, I didn't go over the other use. Hold on. Well, we'll go over that in just a minute. This is something that I designed for, that I made for my, what I call a redstone trash can. That there. That there. Okay. What's going to happen here is, a hopper on down here right quick. Should, if I've done this right, when I throw some blocks, see, it's going to shoot them out the front here. And I would usually have this enclosed and have a block of lava right there to burn up the items. Now what's happening is this comparator, this is another use for one, it's comparing the lower redstone signal that's coming out of here, out of the hopper, because it's a low redstone signal because it's, you know, not that many items. It creates a redstone signal, which first off comes out here and into this block and makes the dropper activate once, but it also comes out here. Now this is going to be, because of the repeater, a full strength signal. With the higher strength signal, this comparator is going to go, oh, this one's higher than this one, so I'm going to shut off. That's how it's comparing the signals. It briefly shuts off, this whole thing happens again, it clicks again, boom. It gets this signal again, oh, it's higher, shuts off. That's why it repeats. As long as there are items in here, it will continue to repeat. This is good for things like this. It's also good for a water elevator, which I'll probably build. I may build one of those in a future build. I'm trying to think what other redstone. I mean, I'm going to make some of these other builds in other videos, so I'm not going into detail on the builds themselves right now. I think that's pretty much most of the basics of redstone. If I think of any more, I will put out another video. Just real quick, let me poke around in here. We showed pistons, sticky pistons. Oh, hold on. Another thing we can do with redstone, we can use both. This works for doors, gates. We can use redstone to open and close doors. gates, and trapdoors, which I did not grab. I also do, you'll see in my work where I'll have something like this. Let me grab that pressure plate. I'll put only one inside the house, typically because you don't want mobs coming up to your door like zombies, skeletons, and stepping on a pressure plate like this and walking right into your house. So I typically won't put one. I mean, you can either just manually open it from the outside, or if you really want redstone on it, you can maybe slap a button up here so you can quickly hit it and go through, and then it will close. But that's a cool thing to have. It just makes it a little convenient for you. Remember, though, if you do this in your house, that if you have dogs, cats, they can also open the door. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off there. If I think of any more redstone creations or info or anything, I'll do another video on it. If you have any questions, drop in the description, and have a good day, guys.